show has reached a new low.
Disappointed!
Welcome back to A New Low.
The show features Farzad, Greg Panetta, Joe Dorville, Kyle Loader, and Scott by Scott.
There's no way Greg's last name is Panetta.
It is.
It is. Welcome back to the show. I'll be your host for this evening. My name is Scott by Scott, but you can call me Kevin. And as always, we are joined by Kyle. Kyle, what's your favorite color?
Probably like the Eagles green.
Joe, we're joined by Joe. Joe, what's your favorite holiday?
Holiday Thanksgiving.
And Farzad, what's your favorite food?
Ooh, orma sabzi.
Oh my god.
English?
Persian.
And
stew.
Greg, what's your favorite movie?
Well, Scott, let me tell you, I believe I would have to go with the original Red Dawn. That is my favorite movie, Scott.
Wow.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Greg.
I was like, why is he so
Very
aggressive?
professional. We have a big announcement to start the show with. Joe, do you want to let them know what it is?
Big announcement. Scott, let him know.
We've got merch. Kyle, do you want to let them know what merch we got?
Sure. I think the merch is something that Greg can tell you. Greg, where we got the merch?
Oh, we've got a link everywhere. You can find links, and it'll take you right to our merch page where you can get merch.
Or you can go to store.anewlow.co and check out our store where we have t-shirts, mugs, trucker hats, and stickers.
Send it to the one
Also,
person who doesn't
everything
know.
for dad hats.
If you guys ordered a mug from another podcast, you can always order ours, and we have guaranteed delivery.
Yes.
Can you say that URL one more time, Scott, just in case?
shit.anewlow.co
That is correct.
That
or
is official.
shop.anewlow.co or store.anewlow.co.
I think it's store.
Any of those
Store.
variations.
Or
Wait, do they all
I
work?
haven't made those links yet.
Yes, all of them are supposed to work.
It's supposed to work.
I'm confirming.
Kyle's confirming live on air.
And
Confirmation.
The order is
We
processed
have-
shit and shop, but
Hey, you have till Friday.
it is confirmed. Shit is working.
Confirmation.
And we will be
Shit
adding,
works.
we'll be adding more products in the coming week. So
Yes.
go and check that out.
Dad hats.
Joe wants a dad
that's
hat.
mainly what
we
I
only
want.
currently have a trucker hat
What
on
is
there.
a dad
but
hat?
Ooh,
What is
we
dad
need,
hat?
Dad hat.
bucket hats.
Baseball cap?
We have
Like
a
a normal cap?
Farzad
Like a-
fishing hat.
Low hat.
Fishing. I would call it a fishing hat, but for Joe, it would be a bucket hat.
Oh, God.
I didn't want to.
Ooh, I want a bucket. Yeah, I want bucket hats.
Bucket hats?
Can I veto
Yeah.
bucket hats?
No, come on.
Oh,
Ooh, can we get beer steins?
But
Oh, pint glasses.
Pint glasses, yeah.
you know what?
shot glasses.
We'll have temporary tattoos. We'll have pint glasses. We'll have
All right. Coloring books.
coloring books. If you
We'll
ever
get the
wanna-
link in
coloring
chat
book.
before the show.
Chains.
I'm not sure on coloring book.
Oh yeah, it's, hit store in the chat by
Gotcha.
Bang
John
store?
Parza. Anyway, enough about
Oh, no.
No
selling
items found. God damn it.
merch
This is
to
a
everybody.
disaster.
Joe wants to talk about soup and chili.
Soup and chili. So last week during our Thursday night Twitch happy hour, not so happy hour, Farzad referred to chili as soup. And me, Scott, and Greg all contorted our face but didn't say anything. And I said I'd leave it for this week. Do any of you guys consider chili to be soup?
I'll say right now, I don't understand the difference.
Oh.
Like, what makes a chili? Is it just full of meat? Because there's vegetarian
Meat,
chili.
beans and carrots.
There is
maybe,
vegetarian
veggies,
chili.
veg.
Because there's vegetarian chili, and then there's always the argument that should chili have beans. So if it doesn't have beans and it doesn't have meat, what the hell is it?
It's chili.
It had beans.
There's
and
an
it had-
argument about chili having beans?
Yeah, some people are like, don't put beans in
Oh
chili.
yeah,
And
that's
one's
a
like,
Texas.
Who are
thing.
these
other people are like,
heathens?
put beans in
Texas-
chili. Yeah.
Texans
Wiener
believe that you
schnitzel
should
is
do
beanless
only
chili?
Meat only.
And
is
I don't
chili.
recognize Texas.
Is it
Wiener
just
schnitzel?
less watery?
I put everything
No,
in
it's just
chili.
a meat stew.
Is it a stew or is it a soup?
I would say, is a stew a chili? A soup?
I would call
What
it a
is
stew, not a chili. That's me being pretentious.
Is it like the way it's cooked? Is it like
I've
thickened?
never considered the two to be the same.
I don't get it.
You
I
can
don't
put
understand it.
But
chili
anyway,
under
back
soup
to the
on a
topic at
menu,
hand.
but it's a chili and not a soup.
Soup is a consistency,
As far as that, did you
and
have
a good
something, or are you
chili
just
is not the
saying back to
consistency of soup.
I
so
didn't wanna-
a good chili is not soup.
I
Good
didn't want
chili
to
is not
trample
soup.
on the bit, but the reason why I call it a soup is because it's always at the restaurant. It's called soups and chilies, and so I just shortened it to soups.
I see.
Soups and chili,
Soups
so it's
and
not.
chili.
Oh, I know.
They're not
admit,
considering
I
it a
admit,
soup
I
themselves.
admit. It's a
Okay.
soups and chilies. I admit that
Okay.
it's poor language on my part.
All right. Okay. I would say they're not even categorizing it at soup. All right. Just
No, I
making
know.
sure.
That's on me.
I cannot wait till Joe and Farzad just have a brawl, just a
Just
straight
like
brawl
punch out.
someday. Once that vaccine's in.
Yeah.
Oh, in Vegas, baby.
Kyle has a question for us.
Speaking of food, so I know this is kind of something we did before. So before we said
Forks.
forks. Before we said forks, but we also said
Spoons.
what's a food that's good hot or cold.
Okay.
But I'm wondering what's a food that's good hot or cold but sucks at room temperature? Because there's a lot of foods that are just straight up gross if they just sit there for a while.
Pizza.
Yeah.
No.
No, you could eat pizza.
No,
at
you
any
can pizza at room
temperature.
temp.
Anything.
Mm-mm.
Because the thing I was thinking of was fish.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
You want cold fish in like a sushi. You want hot fish and if you're just
Ooh.
cooking it. But if it
Fish?
just sits there and it's kind of room temp, it's
It
disgusting.
sucks at all temps.
Mm.
Ooh.
That could be your opinion, which is incorrect.
I used to
Incorrect.
give that opinion, Scott, until I learned
not how opinions work.
Japan.
It's not opinion work. You can be
Also,
incorrect.
coffee.
Opinions.
Room temp coffee
Oh, yeah.
blows.
Nah.
It's the
Room
grossest
temp-
thing on earth.
Oh,
room
if you
temp
put-
fucking sweet tea blows.
Yeah, if you put anything sweet
Yeah.
or like milky in it, then yeah, room temp sucks. But if you go black, it's fine.
No, black room temp is garbage.
Now,
Black room
temp.
tastes like fucking casserole
bad.
oil.
Yeah, you want iced or you want just hot?
Yeah, you want to
I
pipe
was on
it.
the beans.
Oh boy, this
That's
guy
why
likes beans.
I usually go with the iced coffee.
See, my chili, I don't like beans. My coffee, love beans.
I hand grind. You hand grind them, and you...
I got
Yes, I
a
do
French
hand grind
press
my
at home,
beans.
but I don't want to
And I
air
use an
fry.
AeroPress.
So
Shut the
those
fuck
were
up.
my examples. So I don't know if anyone had. other ideas.
Room temp chicken is not god awful, but it's just not great.
Room temp. Yeah, I was gonna say room temp fried chicken, but I was also gonna say macaroni, like a pasta or something that's like room temp that's been sitting out for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Room temp
I mean,
pasta.
Yeah, but I
feel
don't
like
want that
pasta is
cold
not good.
either.
I think I
Yeah,
still
cold.
eat
I
it.
wouldn't eat it either. You're right.
I don't know. You said last week, or whenever that was. You said cold spaghetti, Greg.
I did not.
Or somebody said
Oh,
cold
we got the
spaghetti.
City
tape. Let's go to the
baked it.
tape.
Tail of the tape.
I just love to eat cold spaghetti. Oh wow! Okay,
Wow,
Kyle.
Greg.
No, wrong tape. We don't have the tape apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with fish, but even though it's not god awful. I hate when you guys spring these on me. I don't have enough time to think.
That's the point, man. Just wrap
I know.
Spring
I know.
rolls.
There you go. Spring
Chinese
those
food.
spring rolls up.
Chinese food.
That's very broad.
I mean,
I
yeah.
can eat room temp chow mein.
No, Chinese
It's
food.
also noodles.
Once it gets room temp, it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
It starts to congeal because there's so much sauce. So it starts to congeal.
If you're talking about like super saucy like meat and veg,
yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm referring
things,
to.
yeah.
Super saucy
saucy
meat
meat
and
and
veg.
Saucy.
So saucy.
I'm hot or cold. I'm not in the middle.
Greg,
Yes.
are you happy your parents named you Greg?
Well, I was going to be Derek Quinton, and then they settled on Gregory Michael. But I've always wondered about if I could change my name, what would I change it to? So I was going to pose that question to you fellas. If you could change your name first and last to anything, it could be silly,
Both.
could be cool. What would it be?
I would be Zach Morris.
That's not bad at all.
I
I
always
thought you were
wanted to
just going
name
to be
my.
Scott, middle name By, last name Scott.
I mean, actually, that's a good idea. I wonder if the government will allow me to do that.
I think they would. It doesn't have like symbols and numbers in it, so
Yeah.
I think that's
I'd
where they draw
often
the line.
wonder what my life would have been like if my name had been Derek.
Derek.
Yeah, I wonder why they went to the more boring option.
You would have been Ryan Sickler's
Between
brother.
Derek Quinton and
Well, Michael, the middle name
Greg.
is my father's name. I don't know where that came from.
Derek. Derek. That's how it would be different. You'd hear Derek.
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 That's the only difference.
Derek.
That's the only
Just be
difference.
Derek. Derek.
But I'd be DQ. I'd probably go by DQ because
Oh, that's not bad.
Ooh. Wow, you would have got picked on a lot, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'd
What's
be
up,
calling you
Dairy
the
Queen?
Dairy Queen.
You're the Dairy
Hey, Dairy
Queen.
Queen. Yeah, it wouldn't
Maybe
work
that's why they did it, Greg.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had forethought.
They thought about
Yeah.
all the different options.
They had some foresight. It's like,
was
well,
Dairy Queen
it's
around in the
fair.
20s?
The turn of the century.
I think that was. It
I
was
think they
Frosty
founded
Freeze
it
at the time.
outside of Greg's house.
Oh,
Like,
you
we
go
gotta
get ice
change
cream
it.
down at the nickel.
What'd you say, Greg?
What?
Get
I
ice
think a
cream for a nickel.
steamroller just pulled up on me. Jesus Christ.
I would name myself Joe
Jesus
Dorville.
is driving a steamroller.
That's a good name, Kyle, even though I don't like that name.
Pretty solid.
My name would have been Brian Isidore. Because Brian is what my mom wanted to call me.
But you're a
and
person.
Isidore is my mom and grandma's maiden name.
Isidore.
Yeah,
I
Isidore.
think you're more a window.
I
Scott.
remember when you were in
to the
kindergarten
corner.
and you didn't know who you were?
Greg? No bits from other shows. Everybody go listen to Brennan Tassovitz, your ex-drinking buddy with me. I wasn't
Okay,
gonna promote it,
Farzad.
but he
What
asked
would
me
you
for it.
name yourself?
I would, if I were to run away to Switzerland, I would change my name to François de Maupassant.
Oh, no.
Okay, next topic,
Greg.
please.
Should we end it there? Tell us how they can find the show.
And
Dequance on the snappy.
That's pretty good, Greg.
Is that what it is?
Daniel Quantz. It's a Allison Rosen bit.
Oh, I thought there was a player on the Jets.
I thought it was a DQ reference.
Essentially, it was. You would have been married to Allison Rosen, Greg.
Yep.
Ooh.
That would have been problematic since she gets
Yep.
the fuck on my nerves.
Either that or you've been Ryan Sickler's brother.
There
Twin
goes
brother.
that plug.
There goes that plug.
She listens. I'm sure she listens.
Now he's a
She's a
fan.
big fan.
Not no
she
more.
follows us on Twitter.
Huge.
Yep.
A new fan.
Speaking of a
Sweet.
new fan, are you guys a fan of Zack Snyder?
I don't think I've seen any of his work.
All right.
I've enjoyed
Fleets.
most of his stuff.
Have you? Have you,
No.
Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Well, I brought it. I was bringing it up. Well, Scott brought it up.
His is more of a
Um,
visual style than a directing style. So that'd be
yeah,
probably
you
because-
more on
use
his.
movies to watch it at normal speed.
Okay. So the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League is getting released next year, and I'm kind of sick and tired of them like stringing along this movie that failed once that they're gonna keep trying to re-release and re-promote and redistribute. Just let it die. You failed once. Stop. Just stop. You don't get to keep kicking and screaming back to the box office.
I could see wanting to recut it, but I don't understand the hype. Like, why is there so much hype for it?
Well, you
Like, is
guys
it just
say
like
there's
a
hype,
marketing
but
machine
until this
thing?
moment,
Like-
I never heard of it. So
It was literally a
like this-
trending topic yesterday.
on what?
Like on Twitter,
Fleets
I was
or-
reading people.
Is there a fleet about it?
Guys, you're getting ahead of yourselves. It was a trending topic, and people
Maybe
were
we're trying to
gushing
move on.
about. Oh, dude, it's so sad that Cyborg couldn't watch the kids play football because he got hurt. And I was like, what? the fuck is going on?
What?
I also
there's
never saw the first Justice League, so I don't understand anything. So I was just annoyed the whole day.
Basic, so
Well, now I'm interested.
here's the reason: is because basically Zack Snyder got a crack at the cut. Then the producers hated it, and so they brought Joss Whedon on, and he did, and that was what was released.
Whedon.
And basically Zack Snyder is like, no, I want to I want to release the stuff that I did. There's also some shenanigans at AT&T, who owns Warner, where there's some rumors that The Rock might be behind this, where he's pushing this because he's supposed to be Black Adam and he wants to be next to Superman with Henry Cavill. That you need Zack Snyder for that. That's sort of the reason why they're building this hype train, and AT&T is
Well, who's going to play
really pushing on this.
Who's going to play Black Eve?
So Fleets,
Black Adam.
Twitter rolled out.
Can we make this episode of Fleet so it disappears in 24 hours?
Twitter rolled out a new feature called Fleets. They're fleeting tweets.
But is it new?
I like the premise. But no, Kyle, I don't believe this is new. This is just Snapchat on Twitter.
Or stories on Twitter.
Or Instagram stories, which was Snapchat on Instagram. I don't like it. I don't like it at the top of my Twitter timeline. How do you guys feel about this?
I'm just annoyed at the homogenization of all social media. Like, why do we even have 4 different platforms if they're all going to be the same? Like, it's stupid and dumb, and I hate it.
Well, you can go to that new other website that people are leaving Facebook for. Parler.
Anewlow.co?
Asshole.
No, ew. Who's going to
Parler,
Parler?
yes.
What is Parler?
Free
It's
space,
right-wing
baby.
Twitter.
What the fuck is this shit?
Free speech.
I'm just waiting for Parler stories. Once that's on, I'm right on board.
Well, did you hear that Twitter is also Twitter's trying to test there's this app that's in beta called Chat House, and Twitter's trying to do conference calls and shit like that.
In the middle of the street,
Chat
We
house.
both did it.
in the middle of this tweet, Chat House.
I like that one.
That was a good one. All right, I'm done. I got nothing else on Fleets.
Well, what is Chat House? What does it do?
It's like a conference call app. Basically, you get on and
Like Zoom, Twitter, Zoom?
yeah, it's like Twitter Zoom, but there's
Twitter,
no
Zoom,
video. You
Discord,
just get to communicate with other
stories,
people.
Tweet.
It's essentially Discord voice chat. Yeah. So
Huge shout out to listener Hate Squiggle.
Hate Squiggle. Thank you.
Yes, thank
Hate.
you.
Mid-show shout out to our supporters. Also,
Also, shut the fuck
I hate
up.
stories, but I end up watching them because I don't have to do any work. I just hit one, and then it does everything for me. And then I just end up watching them.
I just hate stories that are 14 paragraphs and you have 4 seconds to read them, and you're like, why?
Well, they're
is this
doing it
even
wrong
a
if they're putting freaking writing and stuff. It's supposed to be
I know, but that's 80%
That's
of
the
people that
thing.
do fucking stupid.
People are
funny
stupid.
videos.
Oh, God,
It's
that's
like
probably
when
the wrong
you
people.
Instagram
It's gonna be
I-
promo,
paragraphs,
baby.
and it's like this is for images, not paragraphs.
Should just be girls in bikini if you're following the right people, Kyle.
Thank you. I
Well,
will
then
get
they
tips
get
from
on
you
their
later.
social platforms, and it's like, oh boy.
Well,
did not
since
hear
it's on
this from
Twitter,
me.
that means there's probably going to be more allowed since Twitter allows
It's just going to be the
everything.
same thing. It's going to be whatever someone posts to their Instagram, they're going to post to Twitter, and then
Ooh.
But
it'll all
X-rated.
loop back in on itself, and it's all the
Porn
same shit
stories.
screenshotted to the other one, and it's just it's
Oh.
very dumb.
Someone takes a screenshot of a tweet and then posts it on Instagram, and someone takes a screenshot of that and then posts it on Twitter.
On Facebook, and then
And then it gets posted to Reddit.
then it's on Imager. Yeah, it's just
I watch my
Somehow
TikToks
this
on
leads
Instagram.
back to Snapchat.
Oh my god,
right.
what is
exactly
happening?
on YouTube. I go to YouTube for all my TikToks.
All my TikToks. Speaking
guys
of
ever
TikTok,
get,
random aside, did you see that Jack Black TikTok? That was hilarious.
Nope.
Oh, really? Damn.
What
You gotta see
is
that,
talk?
bro. He did
What
the
is
WAP
talk?
dance. Jack Black
Excuse
did.
me.
Whoa, excuse me.
Jack Black did the WAP dance in
You allowed to
like
say that?
yeah, and he did it like in a fucking speedo
The what app
and
dance?
WAP. There's a dance for WAP.
Stop saying it.
There you
We'll lose all
go.
our
The Dago
Italian
dance.
listeners.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Ask P word.
San Diego
Oh
dance. he said.
goodness. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys after this.
Speaking of
It's a
getting
visual
triggered,
thing.
Farzad.
So just before the show, I was outside listening to music, took some bong rips, and a song came on. That
Arguing with Joe.
immediately took me back to when I was 8 years old and was like in my listening to my mom listen to KOIT 96.5 soft rock,
Kyle
And
might
it
see my
was-
6.5 side frog.
It was You're the Red. I don't even know how to pronounce the name.
You're the man now, dog.
The Sweet Things Are Made, Sweet Dreams. That song.
Oh, Eurythmics?
Yeah, Eurythmics. Thank you. Yeah, so that took me back. I don't know, just triggered me. And so I was wondering, took me back to that time, and some other things were triggered. I'm not going to get into that.
Can we stop using the word trigger?
Triggers.
Yeah, I was like, can we stop using the word trigger?
No,
it brought
the
you
word
back. It
trigger-
was a flashback. It didn't
It was
trigger.
a
word
flashback,
trigger
but
triggers
it also
Joe's getting
it brought a lot of things into focus, which was really awkward. Anyway, that's why I use the word triggered. Anyway, what are some songs that bring you back to childhood memories?
Who wants to go first?
I'll probably say Wheels on the Bus. Definitely flashes me back to kindergarten.
I've been working on the railroad.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
WAP
Solid.
takes me back.
When you were that innocent July that you
Innocent July in quarantine.
from 3 months ago.
The WAP on the bus goes round and round.
Oh boy, these are
All through the town.
good
Oh my
stories.
god. I guess
Greg.
if we're really gonna answer this, probably just like whatever my mom listened to when I was growing up. Probably like Grateful Dead or
The Bee
Eric
Gees?
Clapton or something. Probably not the Bee Gees.
Brittany.
Yeah, just like stuff like that, classic rock.
I'd
Adult.
probably say, if it's a specific song,
Pacific.
Ballheads by Bob Marley. I remember that my mom playing that in the car. That was a fun song. And anytime it comes on or I hear it, I remember her. I like listening to it when I'm cleaning or cooking because it kind of brings that essence of her back around.
Okay.
Well, when I
Michael
hear the,
Jackson's Black or White and that whole album.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Well, when I
takes
hear the
me back.
opening to "You Give Love a Bad Name," Bon Jovi, that reminds me of my bus rides to
Ex-wife.
junior high, where we listened to "Slippery When Wet." So, "Shot Through the Heart" comes on, and oh yeah, oh shit,
Right.
there we
Thanks,
go.
that takes me back to Little Darlings, Las Vegas, summer of 06.
Okay.
Marcus is too fast.
Oh no.
That's what you said.
I don't even want to know.
I regret nothing.
Don't. That was fucking great.
That was a wild card. Speaking of wild cards,
Oh.
So, do you guys know the sports morning show host?
Oh, I know what Doc you're talking about now.
I didn't even write his name down. Shit.
Chris Carlton or something like that.
Good topic.
Damn
Chris
it.
Carton.
good topic.
Something
Fair
Carton.
Craig Carton.
That's now
Greg
the
Sound
Carton.
guard.
guy that talked.
Well, I had never heard of this dude, but I heard Bald Brian mention this documentary on the Film Vault. And so I decided to sit down and watch it. And for the first 20 minutes, I thought it was a parody movie, like a Christopher Guest movie, because it just seemed so over the top, and these annoying fucking people were talking loudly and in their stupid New York accents. But yeah, they claimed that they were on the biggest morning show in the country, and yet, just because they're in New York doesn't mean it's the biggest show in the country.
Well, probably means it's the most listened to.
But it was
Yeah.
Craig Carton and Boomer Esiason, and if Boomer wasn't involved,
Yeah.
I would have thought they were all made up people. But
Chris Carton. Yeah, I definitely never heard of him.
Yeah, I
until they
never
brought the
listened to the
documentary
show,
up.
but I was aware of Boomer and Carton because, especially when I was listening to Dan Patrick back in the day and watching it on Audience, like CBS Sports would be right there, and I'd always see it on. But I never clicked over and checked it out. But I'm aware of the story. The dude, it's funny how he gets to tell his own story and get back to work. You don't think that would happen for a lot of people after they went to jail for?
it seems to me that this whole thing was his baby, like this documentary was his, because they obviously started before he got out of prison, which was
Is it a
like
fluff
just
piece?
a couple months
It's a
ago.
fluff piece.
It's a bit of a
It's
fluff
just-
piece, I've
I
heard.
don't know. It's just as much as I'm into sports, probably because it was on the East Coast, but I'm sure it went out all over the country. But I had never heard of this show, and
Yeah.
Did you like the movie?
It was pretty good, but I didn't like him. Like he made it out to be like he was the biggest name in sports. I was like, I've never heard of this motherfucker.
That's definitely a fluff piece. I like the podcast they did. It's called OK Boomer.
Is that for real or is that a joke?
No, that's all I got.
That might be the new
Jeez, that would have been a great name, though.
All I got.
It's a Q&A segment they used to do.
The best part was when Boomer
Okay.
came on one morning. Is like, my partner's not here this morning because
come
he
on?
was arrested.
Yeah, he was like arrested,
yeah.
he was like FBI raided like in the morning, like randomly on a weekday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
like
remember-
Do it. Catch you
big
off guard.
news.
I remember Howard mentioning that. You know what?
Radio
you know what Boomer
loudmouth.
did, guys. You know what Boomer did?
what?
What do you do?
Get it off in time on 4th and 10 to the sideline.
He played baseball. Welcome back to 4th and 10. It's part of the show where I give the boys some topics and they have 10 seconds to respond. It's all made up. Points don't matter.
They don't matter? What?
Thank you, Joe.
What have I been playing this whole time?
Weekly.
Let's jump right into it. Topics this week are Detective Columbo, Giant O-Face, Champion C-Rings, Know You Don't, and Gobble My Novel. Last week the winner was
Great.
I never remember.
Greg.
Was it Greg or Farzad?
I think it's Greg. Greg, you get to start us off. Pick a topic.
I'll go with Giant Toe Face.
Giant O-Face. Mark Columbo, the Giants O-line coach, was abruptly fired from the team on Wednesday. Reports are that Mark got into a fist fight with head coach Joe Judge. The Giants denied it, saying they had an argument, but it did not get physical. What are your thoughts?
Circle.
Did they fight?
Physical.
Did they fight, or the Giants trying to deny it to prevent any action from the league? Also, bonus question, which one of your fellow hosts would you win against in a fight? Greg, you have 10 seconds.
They probably did fight, but the coach must have lost, or they wouldn't have fired that other dude. He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I fought Kyle."
Kyle.
Kyle, 10 seconds.
Yeah. It's interesting that came after a win. Usually those kind of things come after a loss. But yeah, they probably did fight, and I'd kick the shit out of Scott.
I know who's not winning this week. Farzad, 10 seconds.
Yeah, they probably did fight, and I'd probably beat up Kyle.
3, 2, 1.
I don't blame you.
Joe, bring us home.
I will say they probably did fight. I think Joe Judge fired him because he lost because Mark Columbo's 6'8", former offensive lineman, and Farzad.
Ooh,
Of course,
he
obviously,
is a
baby.
former
Obvious.
offensive lineman
Scott.
and Farzad. He's both of them.
I was trying to look up his height.
A former farce.
And Joe takes that one.
Oh boy.
Kyle, you're
Because
next.
Joe versus Farzad is the fight we've all been
Pick a
waiting
topic.
for.
Detective Columbo, Champion
I'm gonna say.
C-Rings,
Oh, sorry.
Know You Don't, and Gobble My Novel.
I'm gonna say Detective Columbo because I thought that was what that topic was.
That's what was supposed to
I did
happen,
too,
but it didn't.
yeah.
But guess what, Kyle? As always, every week, you pick the hot
no.
seat.
Again, it's always
You got 10 seconds to come up with a
Where's the hot
question
seat
for the
sounder?
boys. This is what it sounds like.
Okay. All right. I got it.
3,
all
You
right.
can stop the
2,
clock. Stop.
Stop the clock.
Okay, I got it. I thought you were going to announce it, but that's fine.
Yeah.
There is. Well, I was waiting for the clock then. There is a new team in your favorite sport. What do you name them? Greg.
a new team in my favorite sport. I would call the
3, 2,
corn.
Oh, also, I did not say please name the sport. Joe.
Okay, so basketball. I guess I'm putting the team wherever I want.
Doesn't matter where it is.
I'm gonna be cheesy corny because I have no time. Jacksonville Jumpers.
Okay, Scott.
Favorite sport, hot dog eating contest, and the team name would be Columbo Jumbos, like the hot dogs.
2, 1.
Okay. Farzad.
I'm gonna have to go with marble racing, and my team would have to be the Fatso
2,
Rolos.
1.
Small market
marble
ball was
Marble
right there.
What is it? Small.
Just to make
Small
things
marble baseball was right
Small
there.
market marbles.
Baseball.
Good and best.
I'm picking Scott just to make things complicated.
Oh,
You win that
how you wild card.
Well,
He always does it, and I don't have a Scott button on here. So
I am not winning this week.
Marble red 100s.
Kyle doesn't win that round. Farzad, big topic.
It's true.
I'm gonna have to go with Gobble My Nobble.
Shocking. Let's
Left that for
talk
you, buddy.
turkey. Thanksgiving is next week. What's your favorite side dish, and what is an overrated side dish? Farzad, 10 seconds.
Overrated side dish. I'm gonna have to go with green bean casserole. My favorite side dish would have to be stuffing.
3,
I think with a little gravy on top.
1.
A bowl of gravy on top?
Like with the chicken, with
A whole bowl of
With
gravy.
the chicken there?
the turkey,
Oh,
What is
okay.
happening?
You ever grab a bowl of gravy and put a little stuffing on the bottom?
the side.
Also got a roll.
It's got a bowl of turkey, bro.
Joe, you got 10 seconds, bro.
My favorite side is macaroni or lasagna if my aunt is in town for that Thanksgiving. Yeah, we have weird Thanksgiving side dishes, y'all.
2.
Overrated any casserole.
My favorite side dish is turkey.
Kyle, it's not your turn yet. We found out this week that Joe is Italian. Greg, 10 seconds.
I love me a green bean casserole, and the most overrated is yams,
2.
Oh,
potatoes.
yep.
You say gams or
Sorry.
yams?
No, yams
Wait, are
ain't
you
overrated, you know what I'm saying?
Look at the gams on that turkey.
I don't know what you're... Kyle, 10 seconds.
Definitely agree that green bean casserole is the most overrated. I don't want any vegetables. Get them out of here. And the best, gotta go classics mashed potatoes, man. Make them from scratch. They're delicious.
Did you say mashed or smashed?
Mashed potatoes, make them from scratch.
Smash those
answer
gams
is
on those potatoes.
Properly done green bean casserole made with bacon. So Greg wins that
It's not my
round
week.
because that
It's not my
was
week.
the correct answer.
I did make
Joe.
green bean casserole for my Friendsgiving on Saturday.
Did you?
Congrats.
It's not the
That's
whitest
exciting.
dish ever.
You
Let's go
have
with
champion C
championship
rings
C
or
ring.
no, you don't.
Champion C rings.
Champion C rings. Tasha Adams, the new Bachelorette, let it be known that one of the championship Lakers has already slid into her DMs. She said it was not LeBron. Who do
Of
you
course
think
not.
it is? Also, are you part of Bachelor Nation? 10 seconds.
I am adjacent to Bachelor Nation in the same way I'm adjacent to Challenge Nation, and I think it was probably Anthony Davis. I'm pretty sure he's the only one that's single.
Oh, they're basketball players. It doesn't matter.
Scott, they're wholesome men.
Also, do you listen to a Bachelorette podcast but don't watch the show?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Greg, 10 seconds.
I'm going to go with J.R. Smith. And no, I am not a bachelor head or whatever you call them.
3.
I do not watch
2,
at all,
1.
ever.
That's Smith with 2 Fs. Kyle.
I'm just looking up their roster. I'm gonna go with Dwight Howard because that's a
3,
guy I read,
2,
and I do not
1.
watch The Bachelor.
Farzad.
I don't want to say who it is because I'm going to get some hate. And I'm not part of Bachelor.
3,
KB.
2, 1.
Farzad, he's dead, and that's rude.
Yeah, I was like, how can he slide to? He's also not.
Wow.
But yeah,
Beyond
Scott,
the
are you
grave?
aware of Bennett and this whole Harvard thing, and he's kind of an idiot?
What?
Oh, you're not a part of Bachelor Nation?
No, I'm not a part of the nation.
Oh, okay.
No.
The
I
one
have
guy
sex.
who.
You usually have sex when you're a part of Bachelor Nation.
And Kyle wins that round.
Oh, he's the winner.
Wow.
No, because this
Is that true?
one is not Kyle.
It's Farzad.
No, it's Scott.
That means we go to the tiebreaker. Wait, did I hit the wrong one?
No, you're good.
Maybe.
You know what? Kyle wins this week. There's no tiebreaker.
Hey, wow. Scott
Great job out of the
brought me
Prime Minister.
back from the ashes like a phoenix.
Even
Actually,
after
you know
he
what?
said
I like
you'd
this
fight
one.
him.
I'm Kyle. I
This
did
one's
a
for fun.
recount. I did a recount, and there
Oh,
was
oh,
Stop
no.
some
the count.
there were some ballots that weren't counted. There were some.
Count all the votes.
There was-
Count
Stop the
all the
count.
votes.
The dead
Usually,
have
yeah.
answered.
We're going to Cano. You don't. Mets second baseman Robinson Cano has tested positive for not COVID but performance-enhancing drugs for the second time in his career and has now been suspended for the entire 2021 season. Are his chances of the Hall of Fame officially gone? And will this affect the Mets in 2021? Let's start with Kyle, the loser.
All right. Wait. Yeah, I don't think he was going to the Hall of Fame anyway, was he? I doubt it. I think he was probably borderline. But Mets suck anyway. Who cares?
Speaking of borderline, Farzad, 10 seconds.
You know, when you're in a market that you got to play some small market baseball, and clearly he wasn't doing it right, and he was just pumping steroids. So no, he has no chance.
The smallest market of them all, New York.
New York City.
L.A. and New York. The
Small
smallest
market.
markets in
My
the-
area, it is probably
Joe.
pretty small.
10 seconds.
Yeah, Robbie was borderline. This probably dashes his hope for a few
Robbie.
years.
3,
I forgot the rest of the question, but yeah, he's not getting in probably.
Greg.
Robbie cannot get into the Hall of Fame now, and the Mets weren't going to do anything anyway, so
3, 2,
they won't miss him.
1.
And Farzad wins out for small market baseball. That means we have a 5-way tie. That means we have no winner this week.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
That's
Victory snatched away.
your favorite bit.
Get it off in time on 4th and 10 to the sideline.
It's like the points are arbitrary.
We keep you on your toes. Now, it's our favorite part of the show where everyone gets disappointed.
Reality is often disappointing.
Greg, I agree with you on this
Greg?
one.
People magazine came out with their sexiest man alive. And I am disappointed that once again I did not win it. It went to that son of a bitch,
What happened?
Michael B. Jordan. I heard he can't even play
Those fools.
basketball.
Isn't that
I'm
what the B
shocked they
stands for?
didn't give it to Scotty B. Pippen.
No, that is one sexy
I've
son
heard.
of a gun. But once again, I'm disappointed. I am not gracing the cover of People magazine for the 46th year in a row.
At least it feels like they got it right this time. I don't know how Blake Shelton was the winner last year.
Blake Shelton.
Blake Shelton won it last year.
Yeah.
Middle America.
That
Middle
dude was
America.
never sexy.
They buy
Who
magazines.
decides these? Is there some kind of panel?
I don't know.
What's going on?
People.
You guys could have seen his face. That was perfect.
Kyle,
We
the
polled
people
tell us,
decide.
100
about,
people.
tell us about venereal tacos.
Venereal tacos, meaning VT, meaning Virginia Tech. Football has been extremely disappointing this season. I know I complained about Eagles probably 3 weeks ago, but it seems all of my favorite football teams decide to suck at the same time. Shut up, Joe. So they've just blown so many leads. They've blown so many games in the fourth quarter. I don't know if Fuente is on his way out. He seems borderline to keep the head coaching job. But, of course, the question is always who do you replace him with. So he's probably just going to stick around. I mean, it sucks.
Hugh Freeze.
It's our first year without Bud Foster, the greatest defensive coordinator of all time. So there will be an adjustment period.
Ooh.
But it's not just the defense. It's the offense. It's everything. It's just decision-making, really, from top to bottom. And it's disappointing. We've kind of been
Soup to nuts.
just okay for a while. Yeah, it's bad.
Soup to
I mean,
nuts.
we're only
operation.
4-4, but it's not like we're awful. But I think that makes it worse. Is when you see you could be good, but you just fuck it up in the end. And
Mediocre.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
see
that's what I
you.
say.
if you're just terrible, then you're just terrible.
That's what I
But
say about
having that hope.
Farzad all the time.
Yeah. It's having the hope and then having it dashed. That's the question.
Disappointing.
That's always the problem. Yeah. Yep.
Farzad's 4-4.
It sucks. It's dumb.
He's terrible.
Speaking of
Yeah, for
Farzad,
sure.
500.
effing
What's
ukuleles.
Yeah, so I believe it was a few weeks ago.
Hump them Ukes.
I came on
Still don't like
with
that.
some very harsh language against the old ukulele. I believe the terms I used were fucking Ukes.
Still don't like it.
But I found myself listening to my playlist, and I was like, "Oh, this is a jamming beat, dig it." And I realized that I was listening to
A jamming beat.
Tiny Tim.
very
Tiny
jamming.
Tim.
I was,
Jamming beat.
doing a little dance there.
I really like
Yeah,
this tune here.
Really
It's
makes me,
This
Tap
tune
my
is really,
toes.
getting my toes down.
Really
the
got me
hips
going.
moving.
Really brought me
And, yeah, it
back to
turns out I
the
was
summer
really
of
Gets me on the
92.
dance
Ukulele.
floor.
I was listening to ukulele, and I immediately regretted everything I said, and I'm an asshole. So I'm
Your
disappointed in
entire life
myself
flash in front of your eyes.
being a butthead about Ukes.
Still don't like
So
it.
hang on,
It's
hang
fine.
on. You're disappointed in yourself for hating them because you found a song you liked.
There's quite a
With
few
ukulele.
songs that I was listening to. It's just like
quite
a
a few
playlist.
now.
Oh, okay.
There was a playlist.
Multiple.
The playlist was just like ukulele song,
Interesting.
ukulele song, and I'm like, oh Jesus,
What have I
Ukulele Utopia was the name of the playlist. I don't know why he clicked it, but
I know.
Ukulele Utopia.
done?
had to think of
Utopia.
another U word real fast.
It works.
Utopia.
Yes, and
That's a new show coming on the network. Don't talk about that yet.
Ukulele Utopia.
Okay,
No.
promise
Yes,
I won't
and.
talk about it. Scout's honor.
Yes, and. All right.
I believe you,
Scout's honor.
Scout's honor. Scout's honor.
Scout's honor.
Scouts honor. Speaking of Scouts honor, I'm disappointed. I don't
Who's
know
hosting?
about you guys. I don't know about you. Were you guys ever in the Boy Scouts?
No, I
No.
have sex.
God damn, Scott.
What, when you were 10?
Hello, Scout.
I mean, you had sex at 10. You might have been in the Boy Scouts, actually.
He was only in
Because
one Boy
the
Scout.
Boy Scouts are getting hit with almost 100,000 sexual assault cases. They've changed the
boy.
what's the damn word? I hate when I do this. They changed the. It's when you can
Filing deadline.
file a charge. Filing deadline, but
Statute of limitations.
statute of limitation. Thank you, Kyle. Okay.
Oh boy.
They
Filing
changed the statute of limitations, so they've been hit with almost 100,000 different sexual assault cases, and it's really sad that this organization just preyed on young boys. It's fucking.
I hear they're being
there's gonna
bought
be a
out by the
spotlight movie like
Catholic
this.
Church.
Yeah, I was about to say there's going to be a spotlight version of this, and it's just horrific how systematic this appeared to have been.
Was
And,
there like cover-ups like the church?
I don't know if there was cover-ups,
believe
but
so.
that's a lot of fucking cases.
I'm just wondering.
It's like
Yes,
it's like 97,000, over
Really?
97,000 cases.
Over like what span of time?
I
just like its
don't
whole
know.
entire history? Or?
I don't know. Look, you asking me to read a lot here.
You brought the topic.
I did. I didn't read.
Stats.
I work
You might have
6
facts.
days a week.
Kyle, I feel like
this is
Kyle
my
Teen
was,
podcast.
third
Kyle was like an Eagle
podcast.
Scout. Kyle, were you not an Eagle Scout?
No, I didn't do any of that shit. You think I went outside?
He doesn't go outside now.
I made it to Webelos. I went through Cub Scouts and made
That
it
was
to
before the
Webelos,
pandemic.
but then I quit.
Webelos.
Webelos.
That's our sister. That's our young podcast. We Below. We.
All right,
A new low.
Scott.
We want to talk about
You want to
that.
talk about
Low,
Thanksgiving?
we
Yes, I
below.
do. Thanksgiving. I'm disappointed
We Below.
that people
Please stop.
are still planning to have
It's our
Thanksgiving
urban division.
or Friendsgiving, as some people like to call it. And
Orphans
COVID
Thanksgiving.
cases are on the rise, and people are just hanging out, thinking I can't get it from friends because ideas.
They're friends.
And so we're gonna have
Is that their reasoning?
we're gonna have a spike after this week, and it should be fun. What do you guys
After
thoughts?
this week?
Just a bigger spike.
A
than
bigger
normal?
spike.
Next week.
After next week.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm disappointed Scott doesn't know his dates.
I have sex with dates.
That can't be your answer for everything, damn it.
No thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
Low lifes, low lights.
Something to say.
I believe Kyle had something to say first, though. Go ahead.
I have
Kyle.
nothing to say. I have nothing.
Nope.
to say.
Okay,
Nothing to
good.
say.
Thanks.
Our
Well,
urban
Kyle,
division. We
since you were
Below.
talking,
Yep. It's the Jen Carey again on Twitter.
Again.
And she says she may be leaving, but it's still Florida. It's still her disappointment.
Did she
And
say where
she
she's
wants
living?
it to
When?
continue to be her disappointment.
far as I don't stalk her.
remember.
I think we should change.
She's moving to California, but no, I don't
Yeah,
know
she's
when.
moving to Cali. No time
Thank
table.
you for reading that, Scott.
I'm Kyle.
And yeah, she doesn't know that. That's
That
the
was
bit.
a
That's the bit.
Inside joke,
Marcus.
baby.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus left us a voicemail. Let's listen to Marcus's
Okay.
voicemail.
Marcus left a voicemail.
Hi, this is Marcus.
Oh,
I
no.
know it sounds different, but I have a cold. Anyway, my disappointment this week is plumbing. I've really been testing the plumbing in my home these last few months, and it has been a losing battle. I don't know what I've been eating, but it's just one plumbing emergency after another. Oh boy.
You can even hear him hanging up his dial, his rotary phone at the end.
Oh my
Mark
god.
is having plumbing issues.
Oh boy.
Marcus having plumbing issues. Also has a cold. He should really get that checked out. Should really
Oh
get
boy!
that checked
Speaking
out.
of
Maybe
boy,
they're related.
Farzad, where can we buy an
Speaking of
oh
oh boy.
boy T-shirt?
You can find it on store.anewload.co. Again, that
Yes.
is store.anewload.co.
What's
Nice.
the promo code?
Nope, no, we're not saying promo code. You gotta
Promo
come to
codes.
Twitch for the promo code.
Are coming soon to Twitch subscribers only.
Come
Yes.
to the Friday show tomorrow. Thursday
Friday.
show. Come to the Thursday stream on tomorrow. I guess this
Come
would
to
be,
the-
you would miss it if this was.
Jesus H.
Come to the Friday show tomorrow for Thanksgiving.
Come
and
because
then
Scott
we
has
will
sex.
Get
Hey,
Oh, here-
watch Scott.
Here's a little heads up. Next week, we'll be recording on Tuesday, so be ready for your Tuesday.
Oh, right.
Twitch
Get those highlights and lowlights in by Tuesday.
Pronto.
because
and
we'll
watch
all be
the
on the
stream on
road to our Thanksgiving destinations on Wednesday.
That is
we're all
that is
traveling.
We're all going to
Together.
super,
lie.
super spreader events.
1000%
about
a lie.
legs.
None of this is true.
Stories that make us feel happy.
Let's go into something a little more positive. Greg, start with you.
I am so thankful that I've made it to November 18th, and I have yet to hear a Christmas song. Usually by this time you're being bombarded left and right with Christmas music, but perhaps it's because we rarely leave our homes, and the only interactions I have with people are with the 4 people in front of me right now. So that probably explains it.
And others. That's a great point. I'm not out in stores. I'm not out in restaurants, I'm not hearing Christmas music. That is an excellent point.
Even when I went to the grocery store, they weren't playing it, and usually they start right after Halloween.
Yeah, grocery store.
No, I've been working.
But they weren't
stores
playing
for a
it.
while.
That's the thing. They weren't playing it.
Okay, all right. Hey, I heard you. I was going to say they usually start the day after Thanksgiving.
No, it's been earlier every year.
I may be wrong. It may be
It's
where
like
I'm living.
all of November. Yeah,
it may be where I'm living, but usually day after Thanksgiving when it starts.
You know why? Because Biden got elected. Welcome to Biden's America.
You mean after
liberals got their wish?
Christmas is over.
Liberals got their wish.
Happy holidays.
Thanks. Soon's just going to be not happy.
Except Scott, because he's having sex.
Yes. Speaking of having sex, Friday Zooms.
Oh, dear. That's the segue.
Transition.
No, it's a scooter.
I was just encouraged that, I'm encouraged that we have these Friday Zooms that we hang out with these Chuckle Fucks and a bunch of others. And it was Friday. This Friday was pretty fun.
Speaking of Chuckle Fucks, Brennan Tassif will be playing Chuckle Fucks in Florida this Thursday for Taco Tuesday. Open mic
this Thursday
happy
for Taco
hour.
Tuesday.
It's Chuckle Fucks, okay?
We did some karaoke, which was fun, and
you never know.
Lots of games.
You never know what happens down at Chuckle Fucks.
I don't remember a lot, but it was a good time. It's fun to hang out with these people.
Yeah.
Until I punch him in the face.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Vegas happens, baby.
When the virus is over, can we do a celebrity boxing thing for Joe?
It's a drunken punch. I have two sets of gloves.
We'll just set it up in the middle of Old Vegas. We'll just set up
me versus Marcus for who gets to be. We gotta set
up a bracket.
Winner gets to be a celebrity.
Brennan versus Nick Guyton. Who's the best comic?
Or Avery.
Oh, I like this.
Or Avery.
Ooh, a three-way.
Greg versus Anderson. Who gets to be 47?
Mike officiates.
Is that really a fight?
Scott versus Brad Williams.
Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's got the biggest head.
I don't think I can reach. I don't think I can jump up to punch him in the face.
Oh,
that's good, Joe. I like that. Joe with the improv tonight. I appreciate it.
Yep. Yes, and big announcement coming soon.
TIU. Is this your big announcement?
No, TIU is so with COVID, a lot of shows halted production and kind of fucked up the whole schedule for the fall. And then I think it was last week, Greg said that Supernatural came back, and I had been completely oblivious. And I was like, wait a second, I think I saw commercials for This Is Us. And This Is Us is back. First episode was a 2-parter, and the third episode was already out. So I got to sit and watch 3 hours of one of my favorite shows. And boy, was that comforting and a delight. So yeah, This Is Us. Shout out to This Is Us. Shout out to Sterling K. Brown. Fucking crushed it. They tackled COVID. It's funny because they probably did it the best way it could be done, I think, for a television show that's currently on. They really set it up well with the cliffhanger at the end of last season. So it kind of
one of those
flowed
really
right
fat
into
people
it.
Get it?
No.
Sylvester Stallone dropped somebody.
Dangerous.
No. Basically, so last season ended with them having one of the characters having a conversation with somebody, and then it starts right back there, and he's like, "Are you worried about the COVID thing? That's not an issue." And then he gets a phone call, and then cut to everyone's wearing a mask, and I was
Spoiler alert.
"All right, that's a way to immediately normalize it in this world."
Is that the show with Mandy Moore?
That show is, yes, and she's great in it, and their makeup people are fucking
masks
amazing.
really soak up the tears.
It soaked up my tears. But yeah, no, 3 great episodes. It was phenomenal. They touched on the racial turmoil over the summer, with Sterling K. Brown's character and him dealing with his siblings who are white. And yeah, no, they did a fantastic job with everything. So shout out to This Is Us.
They always tackle modern stuff. I thought this was in the past.
No, so that's the thing. It's taking place in 3 different timelines. So it's
oh
the
boy,
past. Yeah, it's hard to think about, but when you watch it, it flows easily.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really great show.
I'm out. I'm encouraged by vaccines.
Because you're having sex?
Yes.
Ooh,
I have lots of
yeah.
sex, and there's lots of STD vaccines coming out, and I'm excited.
You need those vaccines
because I need them for all of the sex.
for your dinger.
There's also
the urban
COVID
division.
vaccines.
I'm the head
One
of the
that
urban
they are
division.
claiming 90% effective, another one 95,
That's
which
right.
is great news.
Yeah, but it's going down.
Actually, that one is a lot
Initially,
nicer,
it was
too.
99. Then now it's 95.
Greg.
Was it
the Pfizer one, right?
The Pfizer
It was
one
never
is
99.
90.
It started off at 90,
The
and then it went
Moderna
up to
is
95.
Moderna, yeah. Everyone thought 90 was good. Moderna's like, bruh, we're 95.
Well, and also
No,
the Moderna
originally
one
they said
doesn't have
94,
to be-
and
the
then
Moderna-
Pfizer said 95, and then Moderna said 95. So it's like, whoa, all right.
They're all
Yeah,
trying
and
to
also, like,
vie
the-
for Trump's tweet. Okay,
Pretty much.
The other
95.
benefit of the Moderna one is that it doesn't
1
have to
billion.
be chilled. The Pfizer one has to be chilled,
Just
and
like
you have to
spaghetti.
do 2 shots. But the Moderna one is only 1 shot, and is room temp. So it's a significantly better vaccine.
The Sam's
And I
Choice
also
one. The
heard-
Sam's Choice one's going to be pretty good too.
Not bad.
And I also
I
heard
wonder.
that,
I'm very curious if the Moderna one is the shark one.
oh my gosh. I also heard
Sharks
that
are getting
they're,
COVID now?
Well,
they've
you know, there's-
approved-
I'm more worried about the humans.
The
Kill all
the
those
reason
sharks.
why the whole shark thing is because sharks have they have immunity to disease, and so they use that. It might be the mRNA one, where they like add that immunity for the specific
Marinara?
virus.
We're
Like
the
Pfizer one.
disease. Humans are
Cold
the
marinara,
disease.
good.
There is no cure.
Did you also hear that they've also had a take home? They've also approved a take home at home like test yourself kit that takes like 30 minutes to get results, which is probably going to come down in the future. But the only way you can get it is if you're prescribed it. But having a take home option versus going out and waiting forever to get it is pretty solid.
Yeah.
How do you get the take home option?
You got to get it prescribed. It's weird. I'd have
Where
to
do you
read
get it from?
more on it. But you don't have to worry. Scott.
Get it
You go-
on
you're
our
home all day
merch
having
page,
sex.
baby.
On our merch page, would you like a
Go to
Nulo
store.newlow.co for our
COVID test?
We do not guarantee any guarantee
Guaranteed.
COVID test.
It's 50% effective, okay? Just 50% chance.
Can we get an Amazon
it'll
click through?
say
Get a free
you
temporary
won't have it.
tattoo with each purchase.
Yes.
The tattoo
Amazon click
contains
through
the
to
vaccine.
the Amazon pharmacy to get the Amazon prescription for the COVID test. Boom.
Kyle. Australian
Hello.
University.
Australian University, as in AU, as in American Utopia, the David Byrne movie, which was not a movie, it was a filmed Broadway event directed by Spike Lee. So yeah, I watched this. This was on HBO Max. I watched this last Friday. It's fantastic. Like, I'm not like a giant Talking Heads fan. I know all the big songs and everything, but he released an album of kind of like a solo album, American Utopia, and then he started touring it, and then he made it into a Broadway stage show, and then that stage show was turned into a movie. And it was fantastic. It was great just seeing people happy again, and people in crowds like dancing and being happy, because this was filmed in like February. So a part of me is like, they don't know yet. But at the same time, it was just great seeing it. Like, it's just such a joyous show. Like, all the music is fantastic. Everyone's like has like mobile instruments between like the keyboards and the drums, like everything. So everyone's got like choreography and stuff, and there's like lights and shit. But it's a great show. Check it out. It's super fun. It's just fun to be happy for an hour and a half and just see people like at the top of their musical game dancing around. It's great.
Is it a concert?
Got something funny?
Film?
It's an oxymoron, is what it is.
Is it
It's a
concert film?
it's not really a concert. He had like a Broadway show version of it, so there is like staging and like choreography and stuff.
Okay.
You guys
So
gonna
they'll do
a
like
podcast
2 or
about
3
it?
songs. Maybe they'll do 2 or 3 songs, and David Byrne will tell a story or talk about like what influenced it and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's kind
Or,
of like
just some other thing. Yeah.
when
It's not like
Bruce
it's not really like
Springfield.
yeah, Bruce Springfield's stage show.
Okay.
Yeah. His,
That's my
Rick
favorite, though.
Springsteen,
I like Barry.
baby.
I like Barry Shelbyville
character.
better, but yeah,
Bruce
Barry Shelbyville's
Springfield.
probably better. But no, yeah, like they'll do 2 or 3 songs, and then he'll talk about something, and then they'll do 2 or 3 more. So yeah, It's great. It's on HBO Max. Check it out.
I just got
He also,
it's very on brand for me to not know Bruce Springsteen's name the first time.
The old white guy.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it. Thanks for saying it for me, Kyle.
I don't like your brand, Joe. Speaking of your brand, Joe,
Born in the USA.
I think I know who's going to win that boxing match.
Marcus is upset.
I'm not worried about Marcus.
We also have a low light highlight from the Hate Squiggle family. Joe, do you want to go ahead and read
From the hates. Okay, I am very encouraged by my double piss game. I'm talking about when my lady is sitting on the John, she spreads and I stand and piss between the uprights. Team Hate has done this 3 times. Let's go.
Joe, you want to translate that so people understand?
No, I don't. Greg,
I am very
please.
encouraged by my double pissing game. I'm talking about when my lady is sitting on the John, she spreads, and I stand and piss between the uprights. Team Hate has done this 3 times.
Wasn't translation. That was just a rereading.
Have you guys done this?
I was not sure we were bringing this up.
Nope. I don't know.
I am very
Scott
encouraged
queued me up,
by the
so-
double.
Farzad's super happy about this.
Farzad, have you ever pissed in front of a girl?
Oh, we don't want to get into that.
Oh, boy.
Really don't want to know.
Stay on board for the
We
Keep it
really don't want
moving.
to know.
Keep it moving.
anal after dark for that.
Stop calling it that.
I'm just wondering what happens if you ice the kicker. Like, what does that mean?
Hell yeah, plays by ear. We appreciate it.
You got a fucking balls full of piss right there, Kyle.
Fill up them
I
balls.
believe that's when you do it in the snow.
That's where it's stored.
Scott, take us out.
Take us out. I don't have a
No,
gun
that's bad
sound.
advice, don't we? Or no?
I think that was the bad vice.
No,
Doing that.
we'll save the bad advice for next week. We're pushing a tight hour. So
Wow.
let's
Oh, wow.
throw it to Greg.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in, Low Lifes. We want to ask you guys to please tell 2 friends and 1 stranger about this show. If you don't know which episode to share to draw them into our cult, let us know, and we'll tell you which one will do the trick. Subscribe to us on Twitch at twitch.tv/anulopod. Ask us how to use your free Amazon sub if you do not know how. Email us at contact@anulo.co or give us a call and leave us a voicemail
Call us at 424-260-6969. Nice.
And tell us your disappointments and encouragements for the week, and ask us questions if you need some bad advice. We love you all, and
Wait.
this
Make
I got a
sure
good
to check
bit.
out our.
Oh, no.
Good way to end this.
Wait, no, are we not doing the store page?
I was going to say, did he plug the store?
We've been doing that
Check
all
out our new
goddamn
merch.
The whole damn show.
Check out our new merch, our t-shirts, mugs, trucker hats, and stickers.
I love how far as
at
hands on his hips.
store.anulo.co.
What is this
Same
presentation?
thing, Kyle. Damn it.
It's like QVC
His hands on his hips like
Sassy
a
talked
mug.
all over it.
Sassy plugs.
mugs.
Sorry.
Store.anulo.co. Also, play an episode of this show for your family at Thanksgiving. It's an original bit I just thought of.
Yep. Take a
All right.
video of them and send it to us.
Yes.
Absolutely. Original bit.
At
Play
Anulo Pod on Twitter.
episode 14. Apparently, that's a very popular one.
Yep.
Hosted by me.
Fuck you,
That is a
Kyle.
co-host.
I agree.
And seriously, this show is over.
Thank you for listening to A New Low Podcast Network. We've got 4 fun podcasts on our current roster for you. Every other Monday, you can enjoy the Misbehavior Journal Club, a podcast highlighting exciting developments in the neuroscience community, hosted by Amiel Moreno and Leia Credit. Get some in-depth analysis of all things sports with Cheers from the Press Box, dropping 2 episodes a week, co-hosted by comic Brendan Tassif and hip-hop artist Joe Dorville. Catch me, Kyle Loader, with my right-hand man, Joe Dorville, every Wednesday as we discuss a different song from the Hamilton musical soundtrack on Who Does a Podcast. Last, but certainly not least, is our network's flagship podcast, A New Low, which drops every Friday. A New Low highlights a wide variety of current events that both disappoint and encourage our 5 diverse co-hosts, who are Farzad, Headphone Joe, No O No E Dorville, Scott by Scott, L Greg, and me, Kyle. Every episode of all these podcasts and all of our social media details and links can be found at anewlow.co. That's anewlow.co. All our shows can also be found everywhere podcasts are available. Like and subscribe is the name of the game. Thanks again for all your support.